Hey Turd Nuggets, I'm Ryan. For the past few summers, I've been going on exciting road trips across the United States. And this summer is no exception. But instead of driving across the United States to a major city, I'll be traveling across the state to a naturist wonderland. So 2020 has been weird. And during the lockdown, I was dying to get out of the house and have an adventure. I floated a few locations to possibly travel to, and ultimately the UP was decided on. This is the UP, aka the Upper Peninsula. And yes, it's part of Michigan. It's not part of Wisconsin or Minnesota, and it sure as hell isn't part of Canada. In fact, those geniuses at Mountain Dew somehow forgot that detail. Anyways, for this trip, I am joined by my good friend Eric, aka Fez. Our plan for the trip is to drive all the way from the Detroit area to the tippy top of Michigan to a town called Copper Harbor. Hey Turd Nuggets, we have just started our journey up to the UP. Woo! Woo! Seriously, I haven't been up to the UP since I was like 11, so this is gonna be awesome. So we're on our way to Copper Harbor. That's about like a 9-hour drive. Fez.
Yeah, 9-hour drive, baby.
Can you crank out a 9-hour drive?
I can crank it out, man. I can crank it out.
So we just stopped at our first rest stop, and of course we had to wear our masks and everything because of the whole COVID. So fun fact about our little trip here, originally we were planning on going to Maine, like Portland, Maine, but then we were like talking about it and we basically agreed that traveling through the US right now is just a bad idea.
No, not a good idea. Downtown Mackinac City, where we will be hitting the bridge in a good half hour or so.
After we got to Mackinac City, we decided to visit the park so we could take some pictures. But what we really stopped for was to get a good look at the bridge. Alright folks, that right there is the Mackinac Bridge. It's exactly 5 miles long, and it is treacherous driving. So Fez, you think you're up for the challenge?
I don't know if I can do it, man. I really don't. Yeah, I can do it. That's me.
The Mackinac Bridge connects Michigan's Lower Peninsula to the Upper Peninsula, and in order to get to our destination, we had to cross it. This was the most dangerous part of our trip. One wrong move, and we can go crashing into either Lake Michigan or Lake Huron. As a kid, driving on this bridge scared the shit out of me. But as an adult, it was pretty awesome.
In 15 years I haven't done this.
Yeah.
So it feels good to be back.
Yeah, I haven't been up to the UP since, I want to say 11. I think that's the last time I came up here, but it's been a hot minute. I mean, Case in point, I went up here at age 11. I'm 29 now, so age 11, 29. I can't mathification right now, but it's been a while.
It's so
Alright, see that, folks, right over there? That is Mackinac Island. It's Mackinac Island right there. Haven't been there since I was like 6. I think I can see the Grand Hotel from here.
It's like the biggest thing out there.
Mm-hmm. That big white building. Alright folks, just like that, we are now officially in the UP.
The UP!
Look at this place. It's so naturous here. Look at this.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful, guys. Alright, so fun fact about the UP. Michiganders that live in the UP are called Yoopers. And they call us, people that live in the lower peninsula, trolls, because we live under the bridge. Yeah. Isn't that kind of like a douchey thing to say about people that live under...
I feel so loved. It's rough.
We weren't really that offended. We then stopped at St. Ignace and got ourselves a UP delicacy known as a pasty. And after we ate, we continued on our journey. Folks, we are now in Marquette. I think this is the largest city in UP? Yeah. Yep, we are in the largest city in the UP right now called Marquette. And then how far away until Copper Harbor?
Got about just under 3 hours.
Just 3 hours, alright. Needless to say, Marquette was a beautiful little city. And while we were there, we just had to stop at Black Rock Brewery for a couple of flights. But we couldn't drink too much, because we still had plenty of driving to do. Pointing this out to me. Currently speaking, we've been driving for this one stretch of road for the past 10-15 minutes. We haven't seen a single car. We might be the only...
I think we're the only car on the road right now.
Yeah. Which, it's a strange feeling right now.
Very eerie. It's a very eerie feeling.
Very eerie. This could turn into a horror movie, guys. One of the best things about being in the UP is that only 3% of Michigan's population lives up here. And because there's not so many people, the land is just filled with beautiful green nature. Okay, we have finally reached Copper Harbor. It was supposed to be a 9-hour journey, but we made a few stops here and there, so it took us about 12 hours?
12 hours.
12 hours, but totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Once we got to Copper Harbor, we immediately checked into our cabin. Alright, so we just checked into our cabin, and just look at this cabin. It's like super nice. It's even got a kitchen, it's got like a fancy bathroom, and there's also 2 bedrooms. So far, Copper Harbor is pretty cool. We're like in one of the most secluded areas in Michigan. And even though it's kind of secluded, this town is kind of like filled with people just riding their bikes and just doing outdoor stuff. After we unpacked, we then explored the town and got a few drinks. However, we couldn't have too much fun because in the morning, we had a lot of hiking to do.